Through the white winds, the shadows are calling. Frost in my breath as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm under silver lights. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Frozen skies and the moonlight's whisper. Magic flows through the winter air. Every step leaves a mark in a blizzard. Every spell sparks a brilliant flare. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Ice and ember, we'll remember. Cold forever, we stand as one, we fall as never. Almost never. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Fate on repeat. Stand strong on the snowstorm. We stand strong over snowstorm, over snowstorm, over snowstorm.
And what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Weekend's almost over, but still Saturday. And we're going to talk some Alice in Borderland. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And with me, as always, my fiery bestie, my Scarlet. How are you tonight?
Doing good. It's still resting from last night and ready to talk
Good.
about some Alice in Borderlands.
I can imagine you lost your voice with all that screaming, all them scream queens.
I didn't lose my voice, but man, am I sleepy.
I know you guys were up late,
Yeah, the wee hours of the morning.
right? But as long as you have fun, right? That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, it was worth it.
And right, it is. I loved going over the Cabin in the Woods. I love that movie.
No,
So
it was fun.
that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And our other bestie, our other co-host, Mr. James, how are you tonight?
Doing well, doing well. Ready to talk about some next couple episodes in this series here.
Right? I think these two episodes kind of really the momentum kind of built. You got more into the games, you got to see some more stuff. So it was interesting, but now at least how did you guys think about the zombie game, the way it ended? Did you like that ending? Do you think Arisu kind of, got his one-ups on all those assholes? This guy was irritating.
I mean, it was a good ending because you didn't really know, and the girl kind of played him. Even Arisu didn't really know, but then he played her. But I mean, it was good as far as just the game itself and how it was played.
I couldn't wait for smiley shirt face dude to just him and his little short-haired sidekick. Where is he? I don't know if I have him somewhere. See in this one? No. I'll find him somewhere. I'll find him. They was rounding up the zombies like cattle and like just getting ready to like shoot them. I was sad. This guy, his little sidekick, there he is. these two, they plotted the whole time thinking they was just gonna round up all the zombies and kill them.
Hmm.
Do you think his plan would have worked had Arasu not kind of spoiled it? Think they would have been able to get away with that? Rounded up all the people who they thought were zombies?
Well, who they thought were zombies, but as we've seen, there were more zombies than they thought. So I don't know if they would have gotten them
Arasu,
all.
he was a zombie from the start. He got the zombie card. So he was a zombie within their group. So he
Was
had
he? I
access
thought
the whole
okay.
time.
I may have to. I thought he got it somewhere along. I thought they okay. I was mistaken, and I thought he just picked it up and lied to her about it.
Well, when the blue hair chick asked him, she was like, how long have you been a zombie? And he was like, since the beginning. So I took that.
I thought he
I
was
always
lying to
was.
her
Oh, you
because
think he was lying?
I thought he had gotten turned into a zombie, like on one of the hands. Or did I just? I have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I don't think it showed him getting turned if that's what happened. But yeah, I took it as he had the card from the get-go also.
Right? As if he had it the whole entire time. Because even when he was talking to the young kid, he was like, "You're a zombie, aren't you?" He didn't put down the zombie card once Arasu called him out. So he didn't turn him into a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, from Arasu, the girl came in early and tried to formulate the plan, which was for the, not to be zombies. But Arasu seemed like from the get-go realized, no, we all need to be zombies and let the zombies win and be on that winning team instead of the other way around, which a lot of the people seem to be like, no, I don't want to be a zombie. I want to be on the other team.
Right? I did feel bad because see, he was gonna pull out the zombie card, and then Arasu was like, "I know you're a zombie. Like you don't have to." And then he ended up not putting down his zombie card
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Arasu called
the
him
way the
out.
game was set up was pretty harsh though, with everybody having a shotgun card.
Right? And I was sad. I was sad when this our little our little glasses dude got it. I felt bad. I felt bad when this idiot busted out his shotgun card. His face was just like you felt for him because you knew he was going to die. You knew he was going to die. And then you guys were talking about how she outsmarted this guy because he thought she was a zombie. And he was like, she tricked us. She's been lying to us the whole time. She was never a zombie. Thought it was good. I thought the concept was good. I don't know what about you. Was it one of the better games or out of all the games we've seen so far this season, do you think it was one of the more interesting?
It
Yeah,
was
it was good.
interesting.
I'm sorry.
It was interesting. Just it was more psychological, where some of them seemed a little more physical.
Right? But I still would have loved had they just thrown some real zombies up in there. That would have been like the real kicker. Have some real zombies kind of walking around. That would have made this game crazy. I don't know about you guys, but that would have really upped the stakes if there's some actual real fucking zombies walking around. But no, at least and then he ended up saving our a Yakuza guy. He turned him into a zombie. He's like, "Don't worry, I just saved you." It made him feel really bad about it. Our Yakuza guy, where is he? Right there. Oh no, you can't really see him in that. There we go. He turned him into a zombie, even though he kind of turned on the group. Would you have saved him after he turned on you guys?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, like, it seemed like they're wanting to try to keep survivors. And he might be a good one to have around. He is strong.
Mm-hmm. So you guys thought this was a good game for what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I know we got to see a little bit more backstory about our wheelchair dude and how he actually killed somebody. He put her under. I believe he put her under. Where are the screenshots? I gotta get to it. Is it this episode or the next? It might be the next episode that we see that reveal. Even though we kind of glimpsed at her in the first 2 episodes, he had like flashbacks, but then we actually see that he, I guess, put somebody under and they didn't come back out.
Yep,
What
that
do you guys
sucks.
think about, right? What do you guys think about the train game? I thought this was crazy. The train game was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys think about it?
It was neat. It was a neat little way of doing things.
Yeah, almost seemed like luck, that one.
Think it was luck trying to figure out which, even though I thought the guy who knew some stuff about the trains, I thought he's like, oh no, I got it wrong the entire time. It was just luck.
Yeah.
That was pretty messed up. I don't know. Could you guys do it? Could you make that jump? Could you guys make that jump to the
Well,
next
either that or
car?
die, either way. So I mean, might as well take the leap.
Yeah.
Right?
You
And
don't
you
really
saw
give
the
it
other
much of a
two
choice.
characters, right? The other two characters, they went splat. They went splat hard when they got hit by the wall. I
So you're
couldn't
going to
even.
die from the gas or either way. So it's like, might as well take the leap.
Yep.
Take your chances. Because you know what you got on the other side of that door.
Right? So now that we're like a little further into the story, have you guys kind of what's your take on what's going on now? Do you guys still think that he's the Joker?
I think he said he wasn't in this one or something, or he laughed about it. So I don't know if he is or not, but he was the one that gave the doctor the meds, I think. Or that he gave the doctor
Mhm.
something. It seemed like the medication. So I don't know.
Well, how do you feel about the story? Do you think it's kind of progressing along? I know, Scarlet, you said last night that you had some stuff you wanted to talk about. So what did you want to talk about?
I was just saying, like, they've kind of revealed a little bit about the backstory of the doctor and how he talked to oh, I can't say her name right, Arisu's wife,
Usagi.
Usagi,
Mhm.
and how, and again, it seemed like kind of like what we thought it was. Talking to her about the place and kind of using her dad.
Mhm.
And they are confirming that there is this is the borderland between life and death. There is possibly something that lays beyond this world, true death, and what that world could be. And so whether or not it's what he's saying is true, it's at least confirming some of the things we thought could be going on. And I'm
It looks
still
like they
curious to
created
see if that girl, I don't know now if the girl that came to Arisu from the last games, if the guy that we thought was the Joker dude gave her the drugs as well, or again, if the doctor was using
Mhm.
her, so to speak.
Right? That had me kind of curious once they showed this liquid.
But I was confused because he's showing this liquid here, but then the Joker guy gives him another liquid. So I don't know, because she died. She died from this, right? He was not
Yes.
successful. So whatever dude gave him, that world knew like it was 100% safe enough for them to not fully die, but be able to cross. It was something he couldn't figure out.
I forget when he gave him the liquid. Was it at the card game, or was it?
I think it might have been at the card game after when he was talking to him and stuff and asking him like who were you and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it seems like it's all the setup, right? At the card game, he told him to get things in motion as far as Usagi and all that. And
yeah, this is all about Usagi. They want him, or he wants him for whatever reason to be a citizen, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, he seems really, really obsessed with Arisu. But
What's up,
he
Vic?
also seems, hello,
Hey,
Miss
Vic.
Vic. He also like, I don't know, he's just weird about Usagi. Like, you don't know her that long. The way he's googly eyeing for her. I don't know. I thought like, is he obsessed with her because she reminded him of the girl she killed, or is it really like, okay, you're in love with her? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he was like falling for her, or do you think like Usagi just reminded him of the chick that died at his hands?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I got the like he likes Usagi vibe.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was fully with like he's in love with her or anything. It seemed like she was helping him, and he might have been appreciative of that. He seemed to almost admire her more than um infatuation is what I got. Like when she keeps helping people. At first, he was kind of like, "Why the fuck are you helping people?" But then on the towers, if he kind of understood, he saw like she's, I guess there was a meaning to it or something. I don't know. I got more admiration than love.
Right? But like this scene also made me think like there he thinks of her
Yeah,
when he
yeah. I
sees
think he's
her.
totally thinking of that girl. Yeah,
So he's been messing with the trying to get to the Borderlands for a minute. Cause as I was watching it, he was walking. So he
Yeah. And then this
the
happened,
meteorite.
and then he got like in an accident that caused him to go to the Borderlands, and that's where he ended up being paralyzed. I mean, he was paralyzed before he got to the border. I mean, the accident is what caused the paralyzation.
Yep. So he was kind of always dabbling in that, but I think her death is what made him obsessed with it.
Well, he went there because after her death, he ended up. They thought it was suicide. He got in like an accident, and they were showing the papers and stuff like it was a suicide. But he went there and came back. Like he saw the Borderlands,
Mm-hmm.
and he knew then that it was real. But he wanted to see past that. He wants to go to the actual land of the dead.
that's where she will be.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that died.
And that's how they used her dad in order to get her there. That he's still that she can. I'm assuming can go visit him there. Like he's still there. You can go find him, even if it is like she said, even if it's a dream, whatever. As long as she can see him.
Yeah, because she does dream of him again. Just forget where. God, I haven't memorized these screenshots yet. It's okay. I know they're somewhere. I have stuff. So many. The episodes are so friggin' long. But no, the train car was crazy. I honestly, once they got that last one wrong, I was wondering how they were going to get out of that. And, jumping through the train car, I guess the rules didn't say you couldn't do that. The rules said
Right.
a lot of things, but they didn't say you couldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm wondering is the Joker guy or the other side, the Borderland, giving her those visions to draw her in to then draw in Arisu? Is that part of the whole gimmick and game? Or is she personally really having those dreams just on her own and really does want to go back and be with her dad, that kind of thing? Or is it some type of manipulation to get her there, to get Arisu there?
Interesting. No, it's I th- I think it's I when I was watching it, I definitely thought they were planted because it's like almost these came out of nowhere, and it seems like it started when he was trying to get to Arisu. So I personally thought that the Joker kid planted the dreams and stuff to start messing with her. So what do you think, Scarlet? You think it's something she's having on her own, or you think the Joker kid's behind the dream
I
she's having?
don't know. Honestly, I didn't think about it like that, so I'm not sure.
So we had the train game, and then okay, so now they were both. I guess their train didn't crash because they looked fine. Our main group was fucked up. They was like all torn up and beaten up and cut, and the other group. So I wonder how they were able to stop their train, but they couldn't stop their train because they crashed.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were all really, really messed
Where
up.
where Arisu hit the speed up thing, maybe they pulled the right lever the first time and they
Oh, you
were
think
able
they
to
were able
stop.
to safely stop their train?
Maybe. It seems like they got off safer, right?
Yeah, look, like they're all fucking like there's not a bruise on any of these people. But you see Arisu's group. Arisu's getting stitched up. They're all messed up and bloodied and fucked up. You could definitely tell they were in a fucking like train accident or something. They're all cut up and
Yeah.
beat up.
Yeah. It was a pretty gruesome train wreck, that's what I like about the show. It usually shows things like that. So, when it showed it, it was pretty cool. Pretty badass train wreck.
Right? I thought it was really good. But now, so we have the two, I guess you'll call them semifinal games. You had Usagi's group climbing up that massive tower, and you had Arisu's group doing kick the can. Which out of the two games do you think you would have done better at? Me, I'm gonna say kick the can, because there's no way I'm climbing my ass up this fucking tower. Like, there's just no way. But I might have a better chance fighting somebody for a can. What about you
I would
guys?
have went with the tower because the way that can worked was crazy. Like, fighting over that can caused a lot of deaths.
It did. It
And I
did.
mean, that's
Plus,
like, to me, it's like, I know it's heights and it sucks, but at least it's like a ladder. And as long as you're watching for the balls that are dropping, I think you can make it up. I think they messed up by trying to do partners with the rope. If they all singularly went up, they probably, a lot more people would have probably made it.
Yeah, those balls dropping, man, that sucked.
I don't want to explode though. I feel like my chances, like even if I got hit, like even they kind of fell a little bit, you still have a chance of catching yourself. That bomb goes off, you're fucked. And it said
true.
it took like what, just a little bit of like violent action towards it would cause it to explode
It did,
or
but I just
impact or
know
something.
I have zero upper body strength. Even when I was playing sports, and you're talking about, let's say, even in my 20s, I had horrible upper body strength. So I physically don't think I would be able to do anything on that tower.
Yeah, I'd rather climb because I know I can climb. So I'm like, yeah, I'll climb the tower and risk the ball drop.
No, I just know myself, and there's no way I would have maybe made it 5 feet up off the ground and would have been done. I would have been done. What about you, James? Would you have preferred to do the tower or the kick the can?
Man, I don't know. That's a toughie. I'd probably do better at the tower,
You two think the tower? Jeez, I
but
would suck at that.
I don't know. I don't know. Because we didn't know the balls were dropping until after they started. So if I knew the balls were dropping and they told me that first, I might think about the can.
Right? Think about the can.
Yeah, think twice about maybe taking the can.
Yeah, they got brutal with the can though. People stabbing each other and stuff. Like basically, there were no rules to violence towards each other.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for that tower because at least the tower that you can work together.
Yeah.
You don't have to make
I
it to
don't
the
like
top,
the-
right? They didn't have to make it to the free space. That was extra because she's a climber. You just had to make it around the tower to a degree and get one row for bingo.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah,
space was optional.
It was crazy though. To me it's like games like the can, and there's been other games in the show where you choose your own life over other people's, or you die. Simple as that. And I don't know, the guilt of choosing your own life over other people, that's something that might start weighing on me. I don't know.
It's true. Me, I'm sitting here thinking like I don't want the chances of exploding because I already know if I have to fight over that can, it's gonna pop out of one of our hands. It's gonna slip out of my hand. I'm like sweating, running with it or something, and we're all fucked.
But just think, if you explode and die, you're probably dead in a second. If you fall off that tower, you're going to hit a few beams first going down through there, and you're thinking to yourself, damn, why didn't I play kick the can? Bam, damn, why didn't I play kick the can?
Maybe,
Bam.
but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be all explodey. What if you get half explodey or something?
Oh, half explodey. That would
like
suck.
depending on where it lands, right? Like you think you're safe, but that exploded because that one of them, it went through that whole like that particular section of the building,
It did
and it
Oh,
kind of
short.
went through the hall a
exploded.
bit. So, yeah, I don't know. She's half explodey. And then, could you imagine if it was the other half and not the head? So you're just sitting there with like your legs are all over the place, and you're just like, ah, my guts.
Still be alive for a second. Oh shit! I have no legs, and then you die.
And all your guts are spilling out and shit. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm hoping if I hit hard enough, and I get, my brain just automatically is like shut off.
Right, but I don't know. Falling.
Also, they had that rope with them too. Like, in all honesty, you could have tied that rope in a way maybe to I would have found some way with that rope to have helped myself stay secure, so I wouldn't have fallen. Like, especially as you're going through certain parts. I don't know how, but I was like, man, y'all got that rope. There's got to be a way to keep yourself a little more secure going through. Man, why couldn't they just give them like a clip? That would have made all the difference. Then you clip it and go, right?
Yeah.
And were the rules against the clip? Because what if somebody just happened to have something on them that made, for a nice little like knot? Because she was a climber, so like her being able to tie knots and stuff like that, you would think she'd kind of know a little bit. Yeah. I'm going with tower.
You go with tower still?
Mm-hmm.
Even though she hit that beam below her hard.
Well, she had fear too, so she was all like panicking and shit, which is not good.
No. Usagi, she tried though. She tried.
Because Usagi had her up. Like, she basically had her, and the girl just was like not really grabbing. I'm like, what the fuck how did you slip? Like, she had you up on the beam.
Yep.
But that was because she's panicked.
No, we saw. I mean, these both games were harsh. Let's be honest. Both games were harsh, and people were dying left and right. But I don't know, man. I just don't. I think I'd have better odds surviving kick the can than I would the tower. That's just me personally, because I know myself.
What you gonna do when motherfuckers start coming at you with a shard of glass, like cutting you up, and you got 5 motherfuckers on top of you, ripping you apart?
It's what it is.
I know.
Because they got violent with the kick the can. Like, that, they got, by the end, it got super violent. You could see the progression of that too. And I was like, yeah, no.
No, when it got down to just, 3 cans, 2 cans, 1 can.
I mean, at first I was like, there were some smart options with the can game, but none of them really took it on in the way, like, they could have worked a little bit better together. But because of the way that shit was going down, no, I don't want no part of that.
Yeah, we saw our guy rage out.
Like, that one chick, she was kicking everybody's ass. She had super fucking moves. Like, no, I don't want a part of that,
Oh,
Dana.
my God.
Because that's what you would have to deal with, Dana. You want to deal with that bitch? No, I'm dealing with the tower. Because you climb it like a ladder. You know what I'm saying? And then you can kind of rest on the side a little bit in between the balls dropping on you.
She was beating our girl's ass.
Yeah, I don't want no part of that shit.
She was a little scrapper. She was scrapping, but yeah, she was beating the shit out of her.
That bitch was a ninja. I don't want a part of that.
Oh no, I just think
that's fucked up. She kicked her ass because her sister did what her sister, or her sister and I guess her friend died or whatever, got deleted with the bomb. But then she's like, "Here, take it from me so I can kick your ass again." Yeah, no part of that fucking bitch. No.
You do better with the dropping metal balls.
Yes, because at least you kind of see that shit coming a little bit. No, I want a part of Miss Ninja Queen over here.
She was a fucking scrapper. She beat the shit out of our girl. And then they both went, everybody went.
See, and that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of shit that be going down in that game. Like, fuck that. No. Because not every can even won. So you got to think like your odds are already even more fucked. At least the tower, you work together properly. their odds could have went up a little bit more. But again, the fear got a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even the balls, it was the fear of heights. The balls was still an extra added challenge. But it was that fear of heights that got a lot of them.
That shit was tall, man. That shit wasn't no.
Vic says she
That
can
that
throat
shit
punch you. You think you can get her, Vic? I don't know. She pretty fucking fast, man. That girl tried to hit her, and she was. Miss Ninja Girl had it
right,
going on. I
right,
think
Vic.
she tried to damn near throat punch her. She tried to do a lot of shit, and that girl was like, "Nope, round kick, pop on the wall,
Oh
pop,
hell yeah.
get down, bitch, stay down, bitch. I'm killing you, bitch." Oh,
She Mortal Kombat. She Mortal Kombated that chick.
No, thank you. She's like, you shall not pass. Oh fuck, okay.
Right. I mean, she tried though. She tried to hold her own.
Now, do you think she wanted to commit suicide though, because her friend was gone, and she was like, because it did seem like she had the can, she could have ran with it. It's like she didn't care about the can. What she cared about was kicking her ass.
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah, taking her down, even if she went down,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't care. She's going to take her down.
Right.
Because she just kept handing it back to her. Even if she got it, she would just hand it back to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's stay here and let me kick your ass a little more.
You see, that's the kind of crazy she'd be dealing with in that game. Yeah, no part. Fuck that.
I know, but I'm more of a scrapper than I am a climber. So I would just feel personally I'd have a better odds of
Well, I can fight too, but I
fighting
don't want to have to
alone.
get stabbed in a bitch over a damn can that's going to explode in my hand. That's just too many variables. At least the tower, like the variables for me on the tower were not as high. The variables in this challenge were like, you can't account for the people. You can't account for that because it's too many variables, right? Every person's different and you don't know how everybody's going to react. And yeah, just because you kick one person's ass, you're dealing with how many people that can overwhelm you?
True.
It'd suck either way, you know. This whole thing you're dealing with. I usually say human nature. You're dealing with human nature, especially in this show. But you know, it comes down to you can take off the human. You're just dealing with nature, and in nature, you're gonna have that one crazy son of a bitch, or you're gonna have that one thing you didn't account for, or you know, it's just that's the biggest thing. It sucks about all these games. You're dealing with other humans. Backstabbing or whatever, you know, help you. Sometimes they'll help you. You just don't know.
Right. But it seems like they were lucky enough. They formed a group that they were actually, you know, they didn't turn on each other.
Yeah, they did good as they could for the kind of game it was to try to keep their team alive or many as possible. But yeah, that shit was all kinds of fucked up.
It was, and I felt bad. I did actually feel bad for him in the end. He tried. He fought his ass off. He fought his ass off, but they were too many.
That's what I'm saying. See, Dana, I ain't dealing with that. No, fuck that. But see, once that shit would have started happening, I'm like, as soon as I didn't think I'm getting the can, I'm throwing that motherfucker out of group. Fuck y'all. No, y'all, you playing this shit? No, fuck this. You all can die. I'm throwing that fucking, it's about to go off on that, wherever they're standing at, because you got to count, you know, how many cans did they have? How many people are going to survive? You don't just take out a group of them. Just like, because once you knew the can blew up, throw it at the bitches. And get the next can. Because once they're gone, then you don't have to fight.
Yeah, then you just.
But then you got to live with the fact that, you know, you said, fuck you guys. And
you killed a bunch of people.
But they were coming after me, so I feel like it's self-defense. But, you know, again, it depends how you look at it.
Yeah. I mean, in nature, if it comes down to surviving, it was survival.
You see, that's why I don't want to be in that game, Dana. It's just dangerous all around. I don't need to be in that game, and I don't want to be in that game.
That's
I'm
why
gonna climb, bitches. I'm gonna
I
climb.
don't like near-death experiences.
Right.
Let's go, Scarlet. Let's go get to the top of the tower.
I didn't know. I didn't say I'd get to the top. Because remember, I said you don't have to get that free. She's extra, all right? She's playing extra to her character to get that free spot. You don't have to get the free spot. Because if you watch, like, they were still hitting other lines. they were, like I said, they were so freaked out. Like, she was really the only one really pressing buttons. A few other people did, but she was really pressing them. So, like, they could have still, they needed 1, 2, 3, they needed 11, 18, and 62. They're not hard to get. You didn't have to go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
3 that way,
3 that way. You didn't have to get the free
3
spot.
that way. But it sure did help. It sure did help. But I thought that was a little unfair. Free spot's supposed to be free. Why am I working for it? Like, is it supposed to, you're supposed to give that to me? Isn't that how bingo works? You get the free spot. That's what makes it free. These bitches put it at the tippity top of the fucking tower. Like, I was like, oh, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so wrong.
Vic
I
says,
was like,
what you
it's
do is
rigged.
let them fight each other and tire themselves out until the last person standing. Well, they kind of tried that. It didn't really work out. Everybody died that last can. And they were fighting the whole time. Like, everybody was running and fighting that entire time throughout that entire game. Like, scrapping. Motherfuckers was, like, really, like, grabbing a hold of motherfuckers, like, throwing each other around and shit. And they weren't that tired. Well, okay, take that back. They got so tired that they resorted to glass and stabby stab.
Stabby stab.
Yep.
See, Vic, look, once weapons are involved, see, it's a whole nother thing. We're already dealing with people trying to, kick your ass. And now we're talking about weapons. I don't know. And we're talking about too, Vic. We're women, and we're talking how many grown-ass men in this game? Yeah, look, I ain't saying I can't, lay my hands up, or whatever. But again, that overwhelming factor is dangerous. Because even though they had their group, right, even though they had their group sort of worked out, that other group was not playing. They weren't even playing with themselves necessarily. They were fighting each other. So that alone was like, okay, you're going to have to literally fight for your spot. And then the bomb part made it so much more dangerous because you're fighting over this can, and as soon as it has any impact, anything around it explodes.
So it's like the can starts with 60 seconds. Then if you take that can and you pass it to somebody, time actually comes off of it. So every time you pass that can, it actually like they took away time from you. And I was just like, oh, these games are rigged. These games are fucking rigged. Damn it.
I would protect you until I go boom boom.
Aw, James. So we've seen the old maid game in the very first one. We have seen the fortune game. We saw the laser beam game where there was like laser tag with laser lights that just cut people in half. What else have we seen? The train game. And then we have these two games. Out of all the games we've seen so far, which one do you think you'd be the most likely to survive?
Me, so looking, I want to say the train game, or not the train game, the tower. And yes, Vic, again, you don't have to climb the tower, the entire tower. All we need is about 2 or 3 people on our team that can climb and they can hit the buttons. Y'all take care of the bottom, we'll take care of the top. Meet in the middle, just watch your head. But if you're low enough on that tower, you're not going to fall as far. You're not going to hurt yourself as bad. Keep that in mind. And you can already just go ahead and say, if you just climbed up to the first level and we let you guys hit whatever the first buttons are, tie yourself to that motherfucker. You're good, Vic. We got you.
There you go. It's just mad tall. So you think you would do best at the tower?
Yeah, and you would too, Dane. Like I said, y'all just stay on the bottom level. And those of us who can climb will go ahead, because she did it anyways, right? That's what she ended up doing in the end. She's basically the one that got most of the buttons. Yeah, a few people hit 1 or 2 here and there, but she made it by herself all the way to the top for the whole team. Whereas
what are the odds?
What are
the odds we're gonna have a Usagi?
You don't look. I'm gonna do my damnedest.
Americans.
Well, like I said, you don't have to get the free spot, but the fact that one player. I'm looking at the rules of the game, right? The fact that one player, you essentially, I don't think there was a time limit on it, was there?
I don't think so, because it went from night till
exactly
touch the tower. Like,
you only need
basically
one
daylight.
Player. You only really need one player to be able to climb that thing. Everybody else can kind of remain safe if you work it out. And that one was very much so a team game, as opposed to the other one, which was almost every man for himself.
A free for all.
So yeah, I take the team challenges better than the free-for-alls if I have to pick. I'm not saying like if I'm not in the other one, you already know what I'm gonna do. I'm throwing that can at a whole group of motherfuckers. I will be the last one standing. But I don't want to do that. I would prefer to be able to do like a team thing and us be able to try to get through it.
Yeah. I mean,
What about
the tower was a physical challenge, even though it's still more of a team thing than the other games. But the other one, the can one, was just a cutthroat one, also a physical challenge. The zombie thing is a more intellectual approach that you could take to it. So I like the more intellectual approach type games than the physical ones, just because it's
until they all trap you in that room like they were trying to do.
Yeah,
start killing people.
It's crazy, you know.
Yeah, this one's almost foolproof. To me, the tower's almost foolproof in the sense that the challenge alone is not against each other. The challenge is the height. And of course, physically climbing it. But I mean, like, the challenge isn't, it's not set up for you to fight each other or even leave room for you to really, because the whole point is for y'all to all make it. Is to make bingo.
Yeah, everybody.
Zombies immediately put you against team versus team. Every man for himself. And the train, I don't like it because they didn't seem to have a way that they figured it out truly. So it was almost too random. And I don't want to take those odds.
Hmm.
What about the fortune one?
Oh yeah, the fortune one. That one I don't want to do that either, because that one again, that's there's so, like, even though it's kind of a team challenge, that one you have to pay so much attention to what was on that piece of paper, and then you have to hope that you get the right numbers and you survive up until you get all the directions. Then you can find this little hidey hole. That's again the amount of variables.
Where they had to get the slips out of the drawers, and on the slips were different riddles or questions. And if they got them wrong, the flaming arrows came flying at them.
Because remember, they almost didn't even figure it out, right? The directions and all that. So I'm like, so many, again, this one was so clean cut of a challenge, the tower. Like, there wasn't, the variables weren't there. It wasn't the human variable element. It wasn't this sort of riddle element. It was very straightforward.
And what about you, James? What game do you think you'd survive if you had to pick one, or the best chances, the odds that you would survive? Which game do you think you would want to choose?
Yeah, the tower, as far as just survivability, I would think, because most of the other ones that showed us were physical, except the zombie one, and the
Fortune. Oh yeah, the laser one too. I don't really want to.
The laser one was real physical, right?
Laser might have been my second choice, only because if you pay attention, you can slightly get behind pillars in between the waves. So it's a timing sort of thing. But I still don't want to get. I still go tower first. I don't want to get cut in half with a laser.
Okay. No, I definitely, you guys have me leaning towards the tower, but I don't know. I really thought that either I would have wanted to do, if I had to choose, I think the zombie game, because at least there's teams and you still get to work in like a group setting and have a team sort of situation. I would have probably done the zombies, but no, I can see what you're saying with the tower. I see what you're saying with the tower. You might have convinced me that maybe let's all do the tower, as long as you just understand I'm probably not getting very far.
That's fine, because it said you don't have to make it to the top. We just have to hit enough buttons to make bingo.
There you go.
You just gotta watch your head. That's all, Dana. Just watch out for what's coming above,
Bob
and
and
you're
weave.
good.
Bob and weave.
Tie yourself up to the pole and just circle around that bitch if you need to get away from the balls. It's fine. We'll take care of the rest.
There we go. Team effort.
Yeah, you and Vic, y'all just call out balls on the left, balls on the right.
Right?
Then,
There we go.
That's why, Vic, we're not going to let you go up high. We'll keep you and Dana as, I don't know what that starting point was, but we'll keep y'all at the starting point, so to speak. and y'all just tie yourself up to the damn, not like loose, well, tie the knot tight, but put enough slack so you can have movement, and you should be all right. Because that rope was pretty long, actually. They had a decently long rope.
Mm-hmm.
So to tie, especially if you know how to do a good knot, tie yourself, you're good.
Right, but there was one point where do we see her miss we almost lose Usagi, but
Mm-hmm.
wheelchair dude catches her, which was actually pretty lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you think he would have been able to make it this far? You think he'd be able to get up that high?
Not without her.
You think
Because
she
even
really
if
helped?
he's got that upper body strength, she's kind of helping him a little bit because she's going up a degree above him. If you kind of watch it, she's pulling that slack taut so that when he's pulling himself up, it's a little less, not much, but it kind of helps.
Oh no, I was like, oh, this just. Oh no, I was just like, oh, I don't know how far you'd make it. I don't know how far, but he saved her. He snatched onto her. She was falling. She
Mm-hmm.
got lucky. She got lucky.
She
Otherwise,
was
because if
she
that
was tied off
momentum
though.
would have, she was, but if she would have jerked, that force would have pulled him off too.
Yeah, could
Maybe,
have.
but he caught her though, so I don't know. He's pretty strong. 50-50. The way they're
Right,
playing
that's
his
the
strengths, I'd go 50-50 with that, especially because she's tied to him. So she would have swung, even if she would have pulled him, she would have swung into the pole and probably grabbed a hold of it. And I don't think he would have been pulled like back so far. He would just kind of been pulled down. So he might have slid down a little bit. I don't know if he would have been pulled off.
Just have to hold on tight.
right. I have to hold on. But now, at the very end of the episode, we see our Joker guy talking to our wheelchair dude, and he says, "I promise I will let you see the world of or the land of the dead or whatever if you
Mm-hmm.
kill Usagi." And he hands him a gun. What do you think he's gonna do?
I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to end up not trying to shoot her, but I don't know for sure.
You think he's gonna do the right thing or the wrong thing, James? 'Cause he really
Um,
wants to see what's after death.
yeah. I think he would also want Arisu and Osagi to live more than that, maybe. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Especially because I'm curious, because once he finds out she's pregnant in the real world, that's going to change everything.
That's gonna change it.
I think it might. Well, it's good because I mean, to be fair, like I don't know. That's putting. It's not. You're not just killing her now. It's not just okay. Well, this chick's kind of whacked out anyway. She already wants to be here. She kind of wants to go to the land of the dead with her dad. She's got an unborn child in her.
How will he find that out though?
I'm assuming at some point, her, him, and Arisu are going to be together, and perhaps just through conversation.
Gotcha. Once they meet up.
If he's going to ask, like, how did this happen? He's going to wonder how she got in there. And I'm like, dude, she's pregnant. What? Well, that's American talk. But you sent my pregnant wife into the Borderlands. What the fuck?
Right? So you think he's Arisu's gonna find out?
I mean, that's my guess, but I don't know for sure. I'm assuming Wilds bring up the pregnancy unless it's going to be a factor later.
True. And then what'd you take of these two guys? He's still a mystery because
Well, he might be the
is it
Joker because the way the guy was talking when our doctor guy was talking, like he didn't seem like he was a Joker. Kind of laughed about it or something like that. So this mystery guy might be above him because if you see, like, he's kind of in a suit, other guy's in an even nicer suit.
right? But
Like,
these two are the only two from season 2 that chose to stay in the Borderlands.
mm-hmm.
So do you
They're
think
actively
kinda,
looking for citizens. Not just like Arisu would make a good citizen, but for what kind of like what just your average citizen? No, they're looking for face cards, I think.
The next face card group.
Right.
Are replenishing their rank, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know.
And then they arrive to this weird place at the very end where it's like a hologram of Tokyo.
I
And
mean, we're
then
going to see where that's going to go because, again, we know they can go into the real world with the one guy going and getting all of them kind of rounded up. It'd be very interesting if they send them to the real world for games.
right? That would be interesting. But this is the final. This is the last game. So it's gonna be crazy. And the only one that like it's the only one that is I think the most mental game you're gonna see. It's crazy. What it's crazy.
Because I know we see the whole like place come down. I'm assuming it's this. Like 'cause we saw Tokyo kind of fall,
Hmm.
and it looked similar like the real world as opposed to the Borderland. And this is kind of what again. This is looking more. I don't know if it's just an illusion or a simulation kind of thing they put together in Borderlands, but it seems very like the real world as opposed to the Borderlands. But I don't know.
Hmm. Yep. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But I'm interested. So now that you guys have seen these 4 episodes, if you could have any like theory of where you think it's gonna go, do you guys have an idea of where you think it's gonna end?
Mm, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm hoping that the two kind of make it through Arisu and his wife, and then we get to find out what lays beyond the Borderlands, maybe. But I don't know. It seems. I mean, it's somebody's going to win the games, but assuming, and then the
Mhm.
land is going to continue forth. Like it doesn't seem like the Borderlands is ever going to end.
Right? It's always gonna be there.
And
There's
so
always
it's just
gonna
a
be that
matter of
kind
who
of.
wins, who survives.
What about you, James? Where you think you have any ideas or thoughts on where you think it's going?
Um, Not specifically, except just I hope the main two characters make it out and live a life and have a kid and be happy eventually. I don't know about the rest of them. I guess the Borderland is something that from this world, I guess, has always been there, always will be. It's some kind of something in the universe that's just constructed that way, I guess, in the story. So it's like always will be there or something. It to me, it's like you can think of older stories like you have the ferryman that ferries people from the living world to the dead world. He's
Hmm.
kind of the in between. So I always saw the Borderland as kind of a in between. But it's interesting how they talk about there is a land of the dead, and if you can actually go there and talk to people that are dead, that would be. And what kind of world is that? That's crazy. So I hope it reveals some stuff, but I hope the main characters live.
So you both want a happy ending. You want to see the happy ending?
Well, I mean, happy for those two. I don't know about
You think
everybody else.
everybody else is gonna be collateral damage?
I mean, possibly. Maybe
They're
our
all ready for.
wheelchair guy, he might survive, just so he may stay there.
Mm,
Um, but everybody else is, and maybe blue haired girl, gets to stay a citizen. Otherwise, I don't know about everybody else.
oh, you think blue-haired girl would stay?
Possibly.
Interesting, interesting. No, it's definitely the last 2 episodes out of the show. I enjoyed, I enjoyed. So I like the season. It didn't bother me. and it was very, very, very close to the manga. So they did a very good job bringing. They did a better job in this season than they did in past seasons when it came to some of the games and some of the stories. They were really good.
Nice. It's been pretty good so far. You know, it's not you know, it's
Right?
got like every show's got it's their little this and that, and some characters you can tell have more plot armor than they might should have or should be, or in even in that reality of that world or whatever. But all in all, I like it. Yeah, it's okay.
Right? Now, are you still now that you've kind of you only have 2 episodes left, are you sad that we haven't had a return of a bunch of the other characters, or do you like this kind of story that it's a different story, but, a continuation of their story? Were you sad that you didn't get to see some of your returning characters?
No, because hopefully the few return ones that lived from last season, hopefully they're just off living their life and not worrying about Borderland anymore. So in that regard, yeah, it'd been cool to see some of them, of course, because I like those characters. But as far as the story goes, hopefully all that shit's behind them, and they're just living their
Right.
life.
Yeah. Like this cast is pretty good. I don't miss anybody.
I know from what I've seen, people the most that they're missing is the doctor kid, Chota, and not is it Chota? I could be wrong, but whoever it was, the doctor kid from the first 2 seasons that
Mhm.
he was. Everybody was sad that he didn't return.
Yeah. But the way the story's set up, it's, not set up in that way, really. So I'm okay with that.
Well, in the manga, this is its own standalone story. Like it is just Arasu and Usagi's story. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't bring in the other characters just because. Like it was okay what they did with Anne. That didn't bother me. She kind of made a connection to, he needed some way to get into the Borderlands.
Yeah.
So the fact that they at least brought her back, I thought was pretty cool. You know, so this is probably going to be a quick stream because we pretty much got through everything that we were going to talk about. But so Scarlet, what do we got going on? What's going on? What's the fever plan?
Tomorrow night we're gonna be hanging in the Discord watching Weapons and Barbarians, the movies, getting set up and ready to go for Halloween. So that's we're gonna kick it off with those movies. And then I know you guys are streaming Monday night and I'm streaming games. You guys are doing Daryl Dixon. And then I know you got Miguel Tuesday night. And I don't know which night I'm picking to talk about weapons yet. Again, the schedule's already
Mhm.
kind of packed, and just kind of depends on what day I'm available next week. Oh goodness, I'm sorry, I'm still sleepy.
I know
Um,
I'm trying to. That's why we're not going to go too late or crazy tonight.
so that's pretty much the plan. Like I said, you have to look out for when I'm gonna post up for weapons. Again, I'm not sure. And it's gonna be tight because I think the only available day we got right now is Wednesday, and I might
Hmm.
have some things going on Wednesday. So we'll just have to see where I can fit it in.
Yeah, we could also always do it Thursday night because, like I said, I could hop into StreamYard because D&D is going to be hard with Comic-Con being that day. So we could always do the weapons stream on Thursday as well because I could always hop on my phone whether we're driving back or I'm getting in. That's
hmm
not going to be a problem.
So we'll just have to see what the week holds. Got a lot of things going on this week in the personal
Yep.
life, so
Yep.
we'll just
And
have to see.
maybe we will see if we could do a Comic-Con stream. If not, definitely look out. I'm gonna record a bunch of stuff at Comic-Con and I'll make some videos of just like what's going on there so you guys can see New York Comic-Con and see what's going on. And so either way, you'll see Comic-Con and we'll get it out there. And then what about you, Mr. James? What you got going on? I know we got our Daryl Dixon on Monday.
Yep. That's about the only thing I got scheduled. just the Daryl Dixon stuff on Mondays, and just a few
Mhm.
more episodes to go with that. And it'll be a pretty big break as far as Walking Dead stuff till next year, I think. But there'll be a few other shows probably be talking about as the
Nice.
year
I know
goes on.
you're thinking about talking about Aliens, the new Aliens with our Mr. Brian.
Yeah, we may do a show on that. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
And
Nothing
then
scheduled yet though, but just stuff in the works.
So
right,
always check out our
dropping those
Discords,
videos.
guys, because that's where we usually post up. You never know
Yep.
when we'll be doing something. Sometimes sporadic, so always be on the lookout.
Definitely, definitely. The Discords is the best place to find out all the information. No, but thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I know, sorry, it's a quick stream, but Miss Scarlet was partying hard last night. Mr. James, they were lunatics. They was going crazy.
Yeah, they
And make
were.
sure,
They
yes,
sure were.
Things happen. You have to go watch. Go remember and go
Yes,
watch. Find out for
yes.
yourself.
Become a member, guys. It's only $2.99 to join the Fever Dream, and you're gonna have so much fun. And it's a blast. She does member-only streams where we get to just let loose and, I guess, be adults.
Mm-hmm. Well, I get
Be
to mess with the
adults,
boys. I enjoy it. I don't know if I
right?
get more out of it. I mean, I have a good time. But yeah,
Who
we're
doesn't
doing
like
Scream
messing with the
Queens
boys?
this month for the members only stream. So we're clipping stuff that from horror movies, some good clips of your favorite actors and actresses in your favorite
Yes,
horror movies. And go over the
yes,
scenes.
definitely. And maybe for Halloween, we'll do a cabin in the woods tier list. We'll bust out the monsters and see if we can figure out which one would be the scariest to deal with. There's a lot of choices. There's definitely a lot of choices. But
Mm-hmm.
thank you guys. Thank you, Miss Scarlet. Thank you, Mr. James. And we will be back for the next 2 episodes next Saturday to finish out Alice in Borderland. And then I don't know what we're gonna have next. I don't know
Right.
what we're gonna do yet. We're kind of all getting to that point. Daryl's coming to an end. This is coming to an end.
I know
We
we've
have a
got
while.
Stranger Things coming out in a
Yep,
month or so, 2 months, something
yep,
like that, and Fallout will be happening around the same time. So there's a few things towards the end of the year.
yep, definitely. But I appreciate you guys. And thank you so much to everybody who has subbed and in the Discord. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, because otherwise we would just be talking to ourselves and it wouldn't be as much fun as it is with you guys. So we love hearing from you guys. We love talking to you guys. So thank you so much for supporting all of our channels, because it's just thank you. We bow to the chat and to everybody else. So until next time, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for the watch party. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Have a good night.
Through the wire winds, the shadows are calling. Frost on my breath as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm under silver lights. Witches brew, but the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong. We will not quake. Frozen skies and the moonlight's whisper. Magic flows through the winter air. Every step leaves a mark in a blizzard. Every spell sparks a bridge. was never. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide.